Oh, so these quests are connected. Because it's the Wilder Queen now.
The Wilder Queen, eh? Times are changing in Valenwood, aren't they? All this has put the Dominion in a delicate position. I suppose that's why it's so important that we are here. Razum-dar sent me here to await your arrival. He wants you to join him as quickly as possible. It seems Vicereeve Peladil came this way after stealing the staff of Magnus. Who can be certain? I suspect he merely seeks to find a ship and flee back to the Somerset Isles. Perhaps he is determined to see Prince Naaman's body laid to rest there. He was unwilling to share his suspicions with me. Whatever his instincts may be, though, this time I will wager that he's on the mark. Undoubtedly, Razum-dar intends to share his thoughts with you. You'll find him in the Thalmor headquarters.
Alright, let's go look for him. Another thing is, it's kind of peaceful. Just come in here. And there's no one here, so I can just get stuff done. Without, like, having real people in the way you. Which is kind of the case, when you're not veteran ranks, you actually meet a lot of people.
You mess with the bear.
Those frozen faces. She killed them all. Froze them solid. How am I supposed to defeat that? I had to run, right? I had to hide or I'd be killed too. Who is Mother? A legendary beast. We'll kill it and take home the trophy and be legends ourselves, we said. We charged and she... Well, just look down there. Their screaming faces, frozen in death.
It's stupid. I snagged my foot in a root and tripped. While the others were slaughtered, I was face down in the mud. I know I should avenge them, but I'm a coward. Please, help me. Destroy that thing.
Alright, we'll do that one after we complete this one. This place looks very familiar.
That's a fine weapon you've got there.
Indeed.
Will you hold still?
Bah! This Thalmor mage will drive Razum-dar mad. Stand here, hold this. Everything's so exact. This one prefers more flexibility. He is glad another eye is here who understands, because we must move quickly here if we are to protect the Dominion. We must find Peladil, of course. This one tracked his stinking hide here after he stole the staff of Magnus. He's the boss of the Veiled Heritance now, and he has allies here in Woodhearth. Dirty traitors who conspire against Queen Irene. This we do not know yet, but Razum-dar has devised the perfect way to flush these rats from their hidey holes. If they had an opportunity to assassinate the Queen, surely they would take advantage of it, yes? No, Razum-dar will be the Queen instead, if this mage does his job, of course. We will go soon, so Raz must prepare. Speak to Trithane Fariel. She can tell you more about the traitors who are helping Peladil. This one would ask a favor. If the Thalmor mage turns Razum-dar into a monkey, you must exact vengeance. Oh, and you would need to track down Peladil on your own. Raz hopes this will not be the case, though. Razum-dar thought the Vicereeve was a clone. Of course, a perfect...
There was just a lot of useless info.
So you're the one who's going to accompany the cat on this square-brained scheme of his. I hope you realize what you're up against. These traitors in our city have sought to stir up rebellion since the day King Camoran joined the Dominion. So you'd think, but we've never caught any of the traitors. They may not actually be Bosmer at all. Our enemies are always one step ahead of us. Or Roman doesn't want to believe it, but I think it's obvious there's a spy among the Thalmor. No, we've gone to great pains to keep Razum-dar's plans secret. The spy must believe that Irene is really here. There have been rumors of the Maormer plan to raid us, so we've put word out that the Queen has come to make sure the city's safe. Yes, mad as the cat may be, his plan might actually work. The story is that the Queen wants to personally investigate the old Imperial underground. You'll escort her there to meet Asteril, a Thalmor officer we suspect may be a spy. Ha! The cat didn't tell you, did he? No, we can't send any guards. We don't know who we can trust. He thinks the two of you can handle it, though. I don't know if I'd call that confidence or foolhardiness, but I hope Bandar is with you either way. As soon as Xanador gets the spell right and turns your friend into a queen. Assuming this works, you and Razum-dar should leave for the Imperial Underground straight away. Oh, here we go now. It's about time.
Oh my god.
Very convincing. But is the illusion applied everywhere? Perhaps this one should take a moment in private to double-check.
There were no
Yes.
miscalculations, I assure you. Now excuse me.
Raz looks good in this form, but then Raz always looks good. Queen Irene could maybe learn a thing or two from this one. A fair point. Raz, I will keep that in mind. You have spoken with the Tree Thane, then? You understand my genius plan, yes? Yes. There we will find out the truth about this Thalmor officer Asteril. She's quite the beauty, I'm told, but traitors are never what they seem, yes? This one is... no. I'm ready when you are.
This is hella awkward, man. Whoa, it's that person again. I think this is the right way.
Hello.
Stop it. Stop following me. Go away. Above. Oh, there's a huge hole. I thought it was just like a small crack. That's a huge hole in the wall. We're going in, boys.
Be ready. This one is counting on you to watch his, her back. Asteril, is that you?
Yes. Come closer, my queen. I have something for you.
What is this?
A gift in memory of Prince Naaman. Vice-Reeve Peladil sends his regards.
So you are trying to assassinate the Queen? I mean, me?
You will die, and the true King of Alinor will rise again.
Well, that hurt. Raz will be fine. A few burns will not kill this one. But for the moment, he thinks you should press on alone. You must catch Asteril and find out where Peladil is hiding. She used some kind of magic to escape, but it was not a portal, so she cannot have gone far. She must still be here, somewhere in these tunnels.
Alright, let's do this. Let's see how annoying this tunnel is about to be. Alright. Fuck it, we're running there. We're about to YOLO rush, I don't even care if I die. Having that health thingy pop out was not exactly the best timing, but that's okay. I'm dead. If I do shrine, okay. Alright, well that was a waste of time because I did not know where I was going. Alright, attempt number 2. Oh, there they are.
Go around!
That's fucking hard. I don't know if you guys can do this, but there's a lot of cards. Just got wrecked. Worth.
Raz heard sounds of fighting. Did you catch up with Asteril? Were you able to question her about Peladil? Dark moons. If Asteril got away, we will have to track her down. And the veiled heritance is here. That is troubling. Razum-dar suspected a few might have come, but he did not expect them to be here in any numbers. Some of Razum-dar's contacts warned him that the veiled heritance was not putting all its hopes on Prince Neyman, that they had backup plan. Neyman is dead. This must be backup plan. Possibly. If they cannot rule the Dominion, perhaps they would destroy it by attacking Valenwood. But Raz would not have thought the heritance could muster enough manpower. Let us go. We must tell Trithain Fariel what we have learned.
Okay. So, I did not see that before, for some odd reason. Would like to take the time out of the day to say if you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to drop a like on it, possibly subscribe too if you're new. It really does help me out, and you guys are awesome. Keeps me motivated to upload videos daily and all this stuff, so you guys can have something new to watch every day, and thanks for coming back. Also, for sitting through the ads if you don't have ad block on. It's awesome. Does this spot it? Ugh! Got it. You just run up like rocks, sand, no big deal.
Shock me. Say something intelligent.
If what Razum-dar says is true, the city of Woodhearth owes you a debt. Of course, if the city's attacked and destroyed, that won't be worth much. Maybe we can prevent that. The cat said you found orders from Vicereeve Peladil. Can I see them? Damn, this proves that Peladil is planning something here. Something even bigger than killing the Queen. I'm glad you brought it to light. I just hope it's not too late for us to do something about it. There's something about Peladil's orders. The reference to Asteril seems strange, and a Roman still refuses to believe she betrayed us. Either way, Asteril's the key to unraveling this mess. We need to question her and find out what she knows. Well, if she hasn't realized we're onto her, we might be able to catch her by surprise. She might be down at the Thalmor residence right now. I assume a Roman will want to be there when you confront her. The three of you should go quickly, though. Even if Asteril's fled the city, you might be able to find some clues about Peladil's plans in her quarters. Let's hope you find something, because otherwise, we don't have much to go on. Not much, really. I heard he just followed Prince Neyman around like a little lost puppy. Now he runs off with Neyman's body, steals the Staff of Magnus, and takes charge of the Veiled Heritance. It seems this puppy might have a bite after all.
This is preposterous. Asteril has risked her life for the Dominion more times than I can count. She is one of my best officers. I refuse to believe this irresponsible slander until I have spoken with her myself. You must understand, one doesn't become a Thalmor agent until their loyalty is proven beyond question. If Asteril confesses, or if we find substantial proof, I will admit I was wrong. Until then, I remain extremely skeptical. This is Thalmor business, and I am going to the Thalmor residence to confront Asteril myself. You are welcome to accompany me if you choose.
Jesus. Okay then. Sorry. Alright, well, where are we going? Thalmor residence.
You see, it's clear that Asteril has been dead for some time, so she cannot have been the one you saw in the Imperial tunnels. I told you, say what you will about the Thalmor, but we do not have traitors in our midst. Her death troubles me greatly, but the integrity of the Thalmor is of greater concern, and I am pleased to be proven right in that respect. With that concern behind us, we can finally start searching for the true source of this treachery. Undoubtedly, it was the same person that assumed her likeness and attempted to assassinate the Queen, Razum-dar. Speaking of the cat, it seems he may have found something.
Yeah, I think that's kind of suspicious. I think it was you. For some odd reason.
hidden
You're just like pinpointing it on
Connected
people.
to another section of the Imperial Underground, no doubt. We should investigate.
For some reason, I think it was him. It's kind of sketchy. I don't trust that guy. I don't think anyone else does either.
There could be some useful evidence down here. Let us look closely before moving on. Asteril had a sister? A twin, perhaps? That would explain much.
Green rocks, generally don't touch those. They don't follow you in water, right? I don't think so. He wasn't too bothered by her death. So, for some reason, I think he was. She still has a lot of health. Oh my god. Just kind of turn the corner in there. Healer. That should be done fairly quickly. Speaking of things, when do I get the next one? 50? Oh my god. It's a long way to go. Oh my god. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we? No, we can't. It's been too aggro.
Aid me!
Yep, just heal people. Kill them through the wall, no big deal. This game.
Eyes open, Mike.
Yes, I'm clear tonight. That person got healed through a wall.
Perfect. My favorite people. The very faces of my failure. And now you've tracked me down just to watch me die? You're just like my sister and the rest of the Thalmor. No sympathy whatsoever. Funny you should ask. I was wondering the same thing. Then I realized he lured me here so his assassins could kill me. This is my reward for my loyal service. A blade in my gut. And a nice cold tomb. Planning? Oh, he's well past that point. As we speak, his armies are storming the shore, up at Seaside Sanctuary. Once they've got a foothold there, they'll conquer all of Valenwood. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Of course not. They're just one prong of the mighty trident, with which Peladil will smite the Dominion. He signed a treaty with the Malma, and with the staff of Magnus, he's going to raise an army of undead. Yes, your days are numbered, all right. Irene is a false queen. And the Aldmeri Dominion is a pathetic joke. Nothing can change that fact. Even Paladil turning on me. I'd gladly sacrifice my life to bring about the Dominion's downfall. It means my life was worth something. Having her as a twin was torture. While she climbed the ranks of the Thalmor, I was perceived as a failure. When Paladil recruited me, it was my turn to shine. I have no regrets. In the end, Asteril and I both lost our lives for the cause. It's simple enough. The Sea Elves have always coveted these shores. If they help Paladil dismantle the Dominion, he's agreed to give them Valenwood. It's not like these damn Bosma have done anything other than cause us trouble. You mean elsewhere? Far as I know, Paladil doesn't even care. He just wants the Somerset Isles. I don't even think he wants to rule them himself. As long as they're ruled by someone other than Naaman's sister. Of course. Who better to lead an undead army than an undead prince? And if Paladil brings him back, Naaman will be bound by the Vicereeve's will. No longer will Paladil need to worry about the prince making bad decisions. Ha! Paladil says he's under no illusions about that fact. But he still gets rather glossy-eyed when speaking about Naaman. I suspect he still harbors some hope that the prince will play a role in the future he has envisioned. Just leave me to die. I wouldn't accept your help, and you'd be better off not offering. It's too late. He can't be stopped.
Rip. I don't know if I want to jump down there, but I mean, if it's telling me to. Why would you put it so I take fall damage? And I had to go that way. Okay, well, we're almost done. Let's get out of here. Why is it smoking? I need to discover more of these so I could fast travel. How do we get out of here? Yeah, I got you. There's a quest up there. I should probably go start it.
What do you want?
Foolish mentor. What exactly do you... You strike an imposing figure, friend. And you look like you might not be shy about using it to make a little coin, yes? I've got a little problem, and I think the answer just stepped onto this balcony. The boss offers certain services here in Woodheart. As expected, such services are not free. One called Mantir owes the boss a cut of his profits, but is holding out now that his payment is due. This one means to collect, one way or the other. Only certain kinds of people profit from war. Mantir has benefited particularly, even as we are spread thin. In such times, we often employ outsiders. Collect the payment from Mantir, and a cut of it is yours. Simple, yes?
Ah, shady business. I got you. I don't know why I went back. I could have just jumped down. I kind of just went there for some odd reason. Jump, bugger. Oh my god. Alright, so we are in this town. Let's go over here.
John and Jode. This one hears there were vampires discovered in Longhaven.
Vampire hunter and another hero.
We're making progress. Alright, let's go talk to the tree thane. And we'll wrap up this mission, or this part of the mission. I still think it's that guy. He's fairly sketchy.
Razum-dar explained how we were fooled by Asteril. I wish I had time to show proper gratitude, but he also told me that an army of Maormer, led by Vice-Reeve Peladil, is making landing on our shores. Is this true? Damn. Honestly, I rather hoped he misheard. I suppose that's rarely the case. Very well then. I will muster the city's defenses, but there is only so much we can do. I'm certainly glad you're here. You and Razum-dar may be our best hope. You should get to Seaside Sanctuary as soon as possible. If we strike the Maormer hard enough there, we might be able to drive them back out to sea before they get a foothold on the shore. I'll send anyone I can spare, but the city comes first. There is an outpost at the sanctuary with a few soldiers, if it hasn't been overrun. Go through the Serpent's Grotto and look for Major Serenway. She's the commanding officer.
Sweet. I will go do that.